Question 666.4. There are apparently 9 circles of hell, each reserved for a particular type of sinner. What circle would you create? Who would be sent there? And what would be the punishment? Disney executives are not allowed.
Fuck!
They already have their own special ring of hell.
That's a
That's
good
what I'm
point, 'cause
assuming.
they're already going straight to the bottom.
Exactly.
Actually, if there is a circle of hell with pissed off Star Wars fans, it is going to be watching endless repeats of fucking the Disney trilogy forever.
Yes, here's the problem. Disney control the law. Of both the American government. No. They keep getting the American government to change the law. They control the law. I can see them creating a circle of hell. Create a circle of hell, especially for people that don't like Star Wars since they took over, just to torture them with forever watching only the new Star Wars. How many times can you watch them before you like them? I know.
I don't think Satan would be down with that, to be fair. I think he's a nicer guy than that.
Yeah, Satan's a pretty cool guy, so he wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, you know the old joke about the guy. You know the old joke about the guy who goes to hell or whatever, and he's given the 3 rooms, and devil shows him the first room. So you got a choice of 3 rooms. Here's the first room, and there's loads of people. There's loads of people getting like incinerated with fire or whatever, and everything. He's like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't want like this. Shows in the second room. There's loads of people just getting like massive, great big boulders dropped on them all the time, and having to go through that again and again and again. And he gets to the third room, and it's there's a load of people sat in there. They got a cup of tea in their hands and a biscuit or whatever. But they're stood in this room that's full up to about waist high with shit, basically. He's like, everyone's having a cup of tea or whatever, and a cake, whatever. And it says, okay, smell's going to be a bit fucking bad, but compared to the fires and the boulders, I'll take this. Okay, so they give him that. He just gets his coffee and his cake or whatever, and then the hooter goes, right, lads, tea break's over. Stand back on your heads.
Ola says, how
Get a
to
tea
make
break though. That's something.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we all get tea break. How to make a circle of hell just for politicians, and their punishment is that they have to stay with each other.
That was going to be mine, actually, so... Yay!
The Rage says, I want a circle of hell where police are forced to be oppressed by minorities.
You got
Yeah, I think we should have one where all the racist assholes are in one room, and then randomly black people can come in and just beat the shit out of them, whoever they pick, and then run back out.
Here's the thing. I don't think that's the way to do it.
They can sit there and worry about getting beaten for no reason while they're just standing around doing nothing.
No, yeah, but I don't think that's the way to do it. I think you put them in whatever skin color or thing they hate. Yes. I think you put them in that, and then introduce them to their friends.
That's brilliant.
Or introduce them to themselves.
You know what?
Yes.
I love you a little bit more right now, Dave.
That is a good one.
Did you see?
Yeah, do switches.
Some of the cops
do mental switches.
Covering their names with tape.
Yes.
On their badges.
Yeah.
Yes, they're doing that now.
Which means they know what they're doing is wrong.
Yes.
Oh, of course they do.
Is that verified that they're doing that?
Yeah, it's happening a lot of places.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what amount of it is verified, but there is certainly verified cases.
The only reason I ask,
they're saying it's for mourning.
Yeah, the only reason I'm asking is that there's a lot of. There's no denying a lot of what the fucking cops doing at the moment that is fucking wrong. There's no two ways about it. But there is a lot of blooming videos that have been going viral that are just misleading.
Oh, entirely.
And like the infamous one that I remember a couple of days ago was supposedly about the black FBI agent getting arrested. That's what it professed to be. Turns out that the video is a year old, and the guy wasn't an FBI agent, and it was something completely. Yes, they arrested the guy on a case of mistaken identity, who happened to be black, but this was sort of framed in a way that it's gone viral in the last few days. That this was just a racist arrest, and the only reason they let him out is because they saw his ID and saw he was an FBI agent. They had fuck all to do with that.
The thing about that is, it's still a damning video.
Times. Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's not. Yeah,
It's just
still
not
great. It's still not
it is
great, but
framed in a misleading way.
misleading the fuck out of people, though.
Yeah.
We've got here. Rage says there are paramilitary forces in DC now. What?
Parachute pants.
Parachute pants forces in DC now that do not have badges at all. And Seraphim says yes. Apparently there are officers without uniforms and badges. Haven't gotten confirmation on that yet. Orla says I know it's pretty disgusting. Doc says my circle is a sewage treatment plant reserved for Pokemon fans. They'd be quite happy as long as they could catch Pokemon.
No,
Watch
they're not
Pokemon
supposed to
Go
be
players.
happy.
Say
They're
again?
not supposed to be happy.
Santi says minimum wage illegal immigrant simulator in Texas for racists. I think playing switcheroo on
Yeah,
evil bastards like that would be so satisfying.
They should do the same thing to the agents at the border that are not just arresting people coming over it, but are doing bad things to them. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if everybody thinks that's not happening, you're full of shit.
yeah.
Oh,
They don't have. They're not regulated. There's not a bunch of cameras. You can't tell me that those racist bastards on the border, the ones that are racist, aren't taking advantage of that.
I'd make a circle of hell for Zionists, and they have to live in fucking Gaza and get bombed by fucking Israel day in, day out.
Sammy
So
says
basically, we should just take all the assholes that treat good people like shit and just switch them. That's what we should
yes.
do. Switch their brains into the bodies of the people they're abusing.
Yeah.
All of them. Anybody. People, husbands and wives, all that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But then,
To be honest, this
but
is
then
more
you
like
would put the
karma,
brains
isn't
of the
it, really?
people that are being abused into their bodies, and I don't think people are want to.
No, they're copies.
Simulation, though.
Not permanently though, just for a certain time period, so they can understand what it's like and switch them
And I mean,
back.
to be
so
honest,
then they
actually,
can
you
be
don't
like, "Oh, fuck."
you don't need the abusee in the situation. To be quite honest,
No.
you just need
Okay,
the
so we're
person.
not-
You really don't.
You need the
So
you need the
we're
person to have. You need the person that has done wrong. So you take you've got a racist. His brain is put in the body of someone that he is deeply that he hates. Right, and then the two of them meet, and they don't know that they are the same person. Well, he does. He doesn't.
Put the mind of the abuser in the body of someone that the abuser abused during the time the abuser was abusing them.
Yes.
Right, I
Yes.
have my answer. Okay, this is going to be a circle of hell for Coca-Cola executives, and they're going to be locked in a room with all the fucking Colombian trade unionists that have been fucking murdered because of Coca-Cola. And all those Colombian trade unionists is going to have baseball bats.
You know where
Yeah,
I
there we
live,
go.
Jeff, right?
Yeah, fucking right. So what? Yeah, I said no.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, you know.
I
I'm
know.
right down
I
the
know
street
how
from
big
those assholes, so.
Coca-Cola. I know how big Coca-Cola is, but I don't know how much you've read into some of the fucking shit they've done in Colombia. Mainly, I mean, they've done shit all over the world, but
They're a big company, but they're located in Atlanta, so.
Does anybody know where Coca-Cola is actually made?
Everywhere.
Anybody ever read
Everywhere.
a bottle?
everywhere.
They make. There's a bunch of plants. But the main one is here in Atlanta too.
Yeah, most of it's made in Atlanta.
The bottled Coca-Cola, which is like the original Coca-Cola without the cocaine. It's actually made in Mexico.
That's the one with the sugar.
So all those white rednecks that drink that shit and are like, fuck Mexicans.
Mexico drinks more Coca-Cola
you're a dumbass.
per capita than any country in the world.
I got cursed
What
out
you
from
feel
by a
about here?
woman who wanted to buy a flag, and she got mad at me because the flag was made in China.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's you just remind me. Why is it every time there's something like this? I always seem to be reminded of the great Bill Hicks jokes because he made a joke about like it was a joke about when flag burning was an issue in the States when the government sort of said maybe it's not something that really should be a crime as such, but he's sort of saying like some guy goes, my daddy fought in Korea for that flag. Is what a coincidence! This flag was made in Korea.
What I want to know
was awesome.
those people that object
He was
to
so far
the
ahead
flag
of his
being
time.
made in China are the same people that claim to want to be upholding the free market and capitalism.
Yes,
Of course.
And they are directly objecting to it.
the fucking
They're
irony of it.
puppets, that's why.
Let's go back here. Sammy says, a special circle for paedophiles or rapists where they have to live out their own attacks against them.
Good.
Sad Rage says, I always wondered, since there are rings of hell, is there morning jogs? Yes. Apart from everyone that likes jogging, there is jogging.
Ugh.
There is jogging,
have to-
but over
Those
hot
who hate
coals.
jogging have to jog.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Apart from people that like jogging.
So mine is not as you guys picked much better stuff, but I would go with the anti-science people, like the flat earthers and the anti-vaxxers and shit, and they would be stuck in like basic science classes forever, but shitty ones like the ones here in Georgia and stuff, like
Oh my
bad
god, yeah.
American public
I thought-
education, shitty science, basic science classes, and that's
I
all
Oh,
that
you
they
see,
do.
now you've given me
I
an
thought you
idea.
wanted
I want to
to
put them
Live
on
in
the
that
moon.
environment.
A room on their own, on the moon, with a telescope.
That's
So they can stare
perfect.
around Earth out their bedroom window every single morning.
That's all they can
make
do.
them just
Nothing
stare
else
at
to
it for
do.
hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
would still find a way to
They'll be saying
justify
it's
it, though.
CGI tape.
Yeah, they'd be like, this is some really nice CGI, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that.
What'd you guys do this
round, but it's
telescope?
still flat,
Yeah.
you're looking at the flat part.
You mean looking at different bits as it goes round? You can't argue that.
I know.
They won't think
but
it's
I'm
CGI.
telling you,
Good.
they would justify it.
They'll be saying, look at it. It's moving, but it's not moving at like 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh!
Yeah, that's not moving nearly fast enough to be the Earth. I call bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's
Right, in
fine.
which case I want to put them on their own planet, travelling at the same speed as the Earth, and stop it.
That would be great.
Let's see how they like 1,000 mile an hour friction
Right
burn.
about
I put them all on like a flat planet or whatever, but with the caveat that they have to get thrown off of the side of it every day.
Alright, how about
And
this?
they
Put
re-iron
them-
back in their
Cats that
room
come
and
and
then
push
throw it on
them
the
off.
side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put them on their own planet, and every time they mention that they can't feel the world spinning, it either stops or starts back up until they learn their lesson.
Put them on a flat Earth and have giant cats that push them off.
That would be
That's the
awesome.
whole idea.
Right, Badger.
You're right. Whoever authorized and came up with the idea for redesigning the Klingons for Discovery has to be hugged
Oh.
for eternity by people wearing those
God.
costumes. Because
Right,
they're spiky
moving on.
as fuck.
Right?
Beth.
What's wrong with the new Klingons, Badger?
They are wrong!
They're just a bit different.
They're a bit different. They're different Klingons.
You're all trolls. Every
Interpretation
single
of
last
them.
one of you.
No, I have prefaced this a number of times by saying this. I'm probably the one person here who actually quite kind of likes Discovery.
No, I
However,
really like Discovery.
like
But
Discovery,
I have a
but then
similar
again,
problem to Badger with Disney.
I've never been a massive Star Trek fan, but Discovery is one that I can watch. I
I
enjoy it.
really enjoyed Discovery, but I have a problem with where it fits in canon. Amanda's gone. What did he send you?
I
It's the
just
lane
went
on
to
streaming
Discovery because you said I
666.
couldn't
It's
have
fucking
Disney.
adorable.
Oh my
I know.
god.
Beth, what would you pick? And what would the punishment
I
be?
already said mine.
Did you? All right, Jeff, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made several suggestions actually.
Seraphim?
I agreed with Orla earlier in the chat.
Yep.
She has said so much on this question.
I agree with all of it.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.